very good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of Captain Clark, the officers and crew, I'd like to welcome you aboard Waverly, the last seagoing paddle steamer anywhere in the world, for today's cruise down Carlingford Lough and along to Dundrum Bay and St John's Point. For your own comfort and safety, we do ask all passengers to please listen carefully to the following safety announcements as they are like to short blast, followed by one longer blast, will be sounded on the ship's whistle and alarm bells. On hearing this signal, you should proceed immediately to the nearest assembly station, identified by square green and white signs with arrows pointing inwards to a sign depicting a family group. At an assembly station, you will be issued a life jacket and instructed on how to wear it. Smaller life jackets are available for children. At all times, you should remain calm and follow the instructions of crew. Please take care as you move around the ship today and always use the handrails on the stairways. Children should be supervised at all times and never lifted above the height of the ship's rails. Personal belongings should not be left unattended, and please do not throw any rubbish overboard, but make use of the waste and recycling bins provided. Many thanks for your attention. We do hope you enjoy your time on board Waverly today. For those passengers who still require to purchase any tickets for today's sailing, or if you require to collect any prepaid tickets or exchange anything for tickets, the purses office will be opening shortly, and you'll find the purses office on the promenade deck just behind the funnels. That's any passengers still requiring any tickets for today's cruise should contact the purses office, which once again you'll find on the promenade deck just behind the funnels and will be opening shortly. Thanks once again for your attention, and we do hope you enjoy your time on board Waverly today.
Heather, you're looking the wrong way.
I've never looked like this.
You're not worried about the right way, Heather. Right way. Like people, trees, people. Awesome. No, trees.
Trees.
That's better. Now you're looking.
heads through the narrow passage between Greenore on our starboard and right hand sides in the Republic of Ireland and Greencastle on the port and left hand side in Northern Ireland. And once we're clear of the main channel, we'll be swinging to port and heading up the County Down coastline past Kilkeel Bay towards Dundrum Bay and St John's Point. Just to let you know a bit of history about the Waverly, ladies and gentlemen, the Waverly was launched on the 2nd of October 1946 for the London and North Eastern Railway Company, who operated a fleet of excursion steamers on the Firth of Clyde. She was built to replace the 1899 Waverly, which was lost in enemy action at Dunkirk in May of 1940, and this Waverly entered service on the 16th of June 1947. She served as an excursion steamer on the Firth of Clyde and was originally in service for 27 years up until the end of the 1973 season. By the 1970s, the Waverly had become the world's last sea-going paddle steamer, the last paddle steamer capable of going out to sea. Still a good few around lakes and rivers around the world, particularly in Switzerland and Germany, but Waverly is the last paddle steamer capable of going out to sea. In 1973, she was withdrawn by Caledonian McBrain, the modern-day operators of ferries in the west of Scotland, and was famously offered for £1 to the Paddle Steamer Preservation Society, and re-entered service in May of 1975 under preservation. So she's been in preservation for more than 50 years now. As I mentioned, the Waverly is powered by a 2,100 horsepower triple expansion steam engine, open to full public display. That's the original 1946 Rankin and Blackmore engine number 520. It's definitely worth going to see that if you haven't done so already. If you would like to learn a bit more about the Waverly's history, there's some information boards situated around the engine room alleyway, just outside of the toilet areas, as well as plenty of literature available from our souvenir shop, which once again will be open throughout the day and is situated just outside the entrance to the ship's dining saloon. Thank you very much. still very impressive scenery in this area as the Waverly makes their way towards Newcastle. And Slave Donard, which overlooks Newcastle at 2,790 feet, is of course the tallest mountain in Northern Ireland. Rather unique paint scheme of black with yellow bands. The lighthouse here is 130 feet tall, which makes it the tallest lighthouse on the island of Ireland, although Fastnet, which is offshore, is taller. And it was completed in 1844 and automated in 1981. When it's lit, it quick flashes a white light every 7.5 seconds, which has a range of some 29 miles out to sea. And the Titanic, while undergoing her sea trials in early April 1912, used St John's Lighthouse as a marker whilst running sea trials. So St John's Lighthouse and St John's Point up ahead of the Waverly now.